Well, today we're at a picnic area called Cooper Furnace. The name comes from a huge furnace, which we will show you in a little bit, from back in the very early days, I think back in the Civil War, and it extracted iron ore from the earth back somehow or another. We'll show it to you in a bit. But anyway, we're here today at the picnic area, and we just thought we'd enjoy the afternoon. It's a very beautiful place. There's a lake nearby, Lake Allatoona. There's a dam there. There's also on the banks of the Etowah River. So we have a play area here that covers. Looks like they have these permanent soccer things set up here so you can play soccer and volleyball. And there's a birdhouse. And we have a lot of picnic tables. And so it's really kind of cool down here. It's a hot day, but it's very cool down here. Well, we thought we'd take a little short hike down to the dam and let you see that. It's kind of a cool place. I don't know how old this dam is. It's been there for a long time, but it's pretty interesting. Well, this is the Altoona Lake Dam. This is on the Cooper Furnace side. And it starts the, what is it, Etowah River, yeah. Very cool. I don't know if you can see them, but you see all those geese down there? A bunch of them. Well, the hills here are very steep. A lot steeper than they are in other parts of Georgia. Well, that was the Altoona Dam, the backside of the Altoona Dam. And now we're going to go up to the, what they call the furnace, Cooper Furnace. That's what this area is now, named after. So I'll give you a little history on it whenever I find out some.
Right along, they trestle to an opening at the top of the furnace, which apparently that thing's not here anymore.
That's how you get iron out of rock.
First, a load of charcoal was dumped into the opening and ignited. Then alternate layers of charcoal, iron ore, and limestone were added.
Well, this is the Cooper Furnace, apparently back in the day. And I put I'm going to put up some of the writings that they had here about this furnace. But they extracted iron ore from somewhere in this area. It's not real sure where, but they had a track at the top of the furnace that they would, after they collected the ore, they would put it in little cars and take it to the top of the furnace and dump it in. And from there, that would melt the iron ore out of the contents of the whatever it was they were gathering. And they had charcoal and all kinds of stuff in their wood that would burn and melt this ore, and it would fall down into the bottom here, and they had bats down there that resembled a pig. I didn't see any of those, and there wasn't any laying around. But because of that, that's where they got the name pig iron. I remember hearing a lot of songs and things back in the day where, especially old country songs, where they were truckers would be hauling pig iron. So, well, that's what this did. This is probably the most exciting thing about this furnace is extracted ore. But look how big this thing is. Look how well it's made. Engineers did a good job on this thing. You know, back in the day, they seemed to build things that just lasted forever and ever. Not that today's don't, but the old constructions, you know, seems to hold up pretty good. Wish I could have seen this thing when it was in its heyday. Well, part of our group took the visitor center in Overlook, but the other part of the group took the visitor center, Overlook, 4/10 mile, and the other ones took the 1 mile. So I'm going to go the 4/10 mile. It's 86 degrees. It's hot. And if you ever watched any of my videos before, you'll know that I'm not a big fan of hot. So anyway, that's where we are. Looks kind of like a beaver dam lake, but just a little mud hole, really. Cooper's furnace is probably not something many people, unless you lived right here in Georgia and had an afternoon to kill, or if you were just looking for some of the history of furnaces of back in the day, then this would not necessarily be someplace you'd want to go. But for those that live nearby in Cartersville or Atlanta, it could be a fun outing. We did a picnic, it was fun, till I haven't climbed a hill in a while. It's located off of Highway 41 between I-75 and Cartersville. And we I don't recommend this trail. It's easy hiking, but it's steep. You can see the road down there. That's where we were. Well, Vicki and I didn't make it to the top.
No.
We decided that it was too steep and too hot, and going down hills much easier. So we turned around and we're headed back and taking the easy way. So this is your time to tell them how you feel.
It was a little steep.
It was.
Not sure it was the heat. It was, well, both of them, the heat.
The heat and
it's steep.
yeah, and we walk every day, usually about 2 miles, but we don't walk uphill.
Not, well, that's
So-
just not uphill, that's straight up.
That is up. But this is beautiful little country right in here. It's not really in the mountains, but it's mountainous. And it's really, the hills here are steep.
Yeah.
And if you were to close your eyes coming in and then open them, you would think that you came into the mountains. I have to say the trail is very easy. It's a road actually. And some of the trails that take off up to the mountain there, it's an actual trail, but some of them are just roads, gravel roads like you see here. But none of the trails are long. They're probably a mile. I think some of them are loops. It's just could be a fun afternoon of hiking. But you have to listen to me complain about the heat if you come with me. This might give you a little bit of an idea how steep it is here. That power line. Well, the restrooms were clean. Could they use some improvement? Yeah. But considering they were very clean. I think nowadays people are going a little more effort to make sure things are safe for people so they can come and visit places and that sort of thing. But I've noticed there's a lot of hiking here, so. And we'll post some pictures that my daughter took of the lake and the overlook that she went up to. So anyway, we'll talk to you later.
So what'd you think of that hike, Kenzie? Well, it's worth the walk. We're standing on a table, by the way. And right over there is the visitor center, which you can drive to, but we walked the mile up there. Oh my goodness. I don't know what city that is. Look over there, Kenzie. Can you see that right up there? Looks like smokestacks. So you can see the river right down here. Smoke snacks. There's the dam. And I guess this is where the Battle of Allatoona was after the fall of Atlanta. Read the sign up here. I'm not even sure. Look how many people are on the water though. It's very breezy up here.